I think it just came down to having a really good sort of atmosphere between Ed now and TJ and myself. It's first time we're sailing with Ed, obviously, so in the 3-up. So yeah, it was just good communication, and we found each other easily to work with, and it was perfect.
Yeah, we got a lot of seat changes, I think, not only in our team, but through all SailGP. And for us, what could have been like, a lot of changes could actually potentially be, I think, is the chance for us to step up even higher as well. And we got quite a nice team together, and the only challenge we have is against time, because now it's a whole new learning curve, and we've been frying our brains in these last days to get together, a team in the communication side and maneuvers and everything we can to go racing this weekend. So it's been quite intense, but it's been quite rewarding.
I guess for the first day coming back, it's a nice way to ease into it, but actually not really. It's pretty horrible out there. It's especially the starts. There's a lot of boats. You're obviously very, very close, and there's a lot of situations. So it's it was all right. We had a good day, and it was a lot of fun to be out there again. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a disco out there. Everyone's dancing around, and it's difficult, but you got plenty on. But thankfully, it's quite light, so it's actually not too bad. But once you get foiling 3-up, then it gets exciting.
We enjoy any conditions, but we knew today was gonna be, for everyone really. So we went there with the opportunistic mindset, and we did some really good things, good starts, and sailed the course nicely. Sometimes we were just not sure which good gate to choose, and we were like, okay, let's go for this one. And sometimes it was right, sometimes it was not. So it was hard to predict, but I think we did a good job as a team to stay calm and stay in the fight for tomorrow.
Yeah, unfortunately, the last race we had 2 penalties from the new system that the umpires introduced this event with the board cycling and how many we can do. And we've been monitoring it really well all day, and we got 2 penalties, and we're not really sure why. And our data shows that we didn't overuse the boards, and for us it's really frustrating because it turned what was a decent race, decent start into a last place. So frustrating, and we're going to go back and review to make sure. But it is what it is, I guess, at this point. But we got to go out and fight hard tomorrow.
It's hard. I mean, so light. I think everyone's struggling out there. The Danes managed to put it together something quite special today, which they got to kind of doff your cap to them. We felt like we ended up in a fight with penalties today. We had our bad races, and we had 2 good, 2 bad, and one of the good turned bad pretty quick with, I don't know, I have to go back and look at some of those umpire calls, but we had some dialogue with Craig at one point that I haven't quite understood yet. But difficult day. I think the margins are so fine, and there's really not a lot between any of the boats out there. It's tiny little differences here and there.
It's still, we're still trying to find out what's the best way to use the boards, because the judges, they came up with a rule which was supposed to to permit the use of the boards, but now it's we're using it way more. So I wait for the first pump to blow up, and I don't know. We have in the booth now the coach is sitting, and they're telling us when we can use it and when not, but still somehow we get penalties, and we have to figure out with the team tomorrow morning how what's in the end allowed and what's not.
Yeah, felt like we got reasonably unlucky today. We thought we were doing a good job kind of getting the boat around the start line, all the mechanics, but obviously went off on our boat, the penalty against Great Britain, and then Craig decided to give us another 2, so took us right to the back in that 3rd race, and then obviously the Swiss crashing to the back of us on the last start kind of put us from what I thought was the best position we'd had all day to pretty much last again as well. So a couple of things didn't swing for us today, but I think the team did a great job just kind of carrying on, working our way forward and making the most of it.
Obviously going 3-up.
Yeah, it was difficult as usual when it's light wind, because we are 12 boats now, and so the shadow wind and the gas are coming quite quickly, so it's not easy to handle. But I think today we were in. We just missed so much opportunity. I think the first race and the 3rd one we were in the top 3, and we just drifted out. I don't know how exactly. I have to analyze it, but it was close today. I think the starts were good enough, and the second race and the last race were in the match, so a bit tough.
Oh, it's a good question. What makes light winds hard? I guess there's a bit more luck involved in light winds, and maybe you saw the top 4 teams not quite putting enough risk into it because they don't want to sort of have any accidents or anything like that or be over. And the teams who took a bit of risk were maybe having the best starts. Yeah, there's lots going on. Obviously, very condensed racetrack, and the fleets all arriving at a similar time, so there's plenty going on. And yeah, we saw some tight mark roundings and lots of place changes in that final leg.
Yeah, it's obviously extremely stressful. We're obviously in a bit of a different race than the normal race of trying to win the event. So we're just trying to keep control of Spain. And it's very hard in those conditions. It's very hard to, someone just gets a gust or the helicopters get too close, which happened a few times today, and boats just take off, and there's not much you can do about it. But we're just trying to control the situation as best we can. And for us, we're in a better position now than we were at the start of the day. No, it doesn't look like that when you're back in 10th overall, but as long as Spain's behind us, we're happy.
It was a very light and tough day. The starts get a lot of weight in these days, and we push for it, and that made us also make a couple of mistakes that, obviously the results doesn't show it, but we are quite happy with the attitude we went out there, and happy not with the result, but how things are going for us, and we will keep pushing tomorrow even though things are not super hopeful for us.
Ja, det var en sindssygt god dag for os. Det var selvfølgelig første gang, vi sejlede Ed og Tom og jeg sammen i de her 3 op nu, hvor han er vores nye flight controller. Men det fungerede så godt. Båden var rigtig hurtig, og så blev det jo rigtig nemt i forhold til at lave beslutninger, når man sejler hurtigt, og det var klart tilfældet i dag. Så selvom det så ud, som om vi gjorde det rigtige ting, så sejler vi egentlig bare hurtigt og prøvede at holde det rimelig simpelt. Så det var en positiv første dag for os som i vores nye setup. Det er jeg meget glad for at se.
Então, a introdução do Pietro e do Rasmus como flight controller e wing trimmer. Foram 2 mudanças grandes no nosso time aqui em Abu Dhabi, e foi uma corrida contra o tempo para a gente conseguir ter essa união da equipe tanto na parte de velocidade, manobras e largada. E hoje foi um dia de vento muito fraco, então foi um pouco assim de nervos na largada, ter calma para conseguir fazer as coisas, e a gente conseguiu de certa forma nos posicionar muito bem.
Ja, also wir haben im Grunde den großen Wing. Wir haben jetzt eine neue Regel, die entsteht, die ganze Benutzung von den Boards. Und dadurch sollte eigentlich eine Regel entstehen, die das verhindert, dass wir die Boards benutzen. Aber jetzt nutzen wir sie viel mehr als vorher. Das heißt, wir warten eigentlich nur darauf, dass die Pumpen den Geist aufgeben. Und müssen morgen nochmal mit den Judges klarziehen, was eigentlich die Regel jetzt darstellt.
Ouais, c'est toujours compliqué de plus en plus quand il n'y a pas de vent, parce qu'en plus ici il n'y a pas beaucoup de place, donc quand on est 12 bateaux il faut gérer les dévents, c'est très compliqué. Malgré tout, aujourd'hui on était dans le match, on a juste loupé des opportunités. Je pense qu'il y a 2 manches de 3 au moins qui sont apportées, et voilà, franchement on a loupé deux grosses occasions, notamment à la porte au vent, et voilà, c'est un peu décevant.
Sí, ha sido un día muy complicado hoy, especialmente por el poco viento que había. Las prioridades cambian un poco, la salida es súper importante y hemos empujado mucho en ellas hoy, un poco demasiado a veces, y bueno, eso nos ha hecho que el día haya sido complicado. Pero bueno, quedan 3 pruebas más mañana en las que vamos a apretar a tope y vamos a ver qué sale.